Hi everyone, I'm Pocket Full of Posies, and welcome back to my channel. Last year, I made huge progress on my Rainbow Brite series, and I managed to complete all the rest of the color kids. This year, I'll be tackling the special characters. These three are citizens of Rainbow Land who aren't color kids, but still have their own abilities. In this video, we'll start off with Tickled Pink. She's in charge of color mixing with the female sprites. This is the one people have been looking forward to, so I hope I can meet their expectations today. So let's get started. I have this mini animator Elsa head that I was planning on using for a different custom a long time ago, but that one kind of fell through, so she'll be the base. I start by cutting the hair off and removing the face with pure acetone. I brush out some yarn pieces to make the wefts, and I can glue those onto the cap and then style it. Since I had to cut into the head to get those plugs out, I sew it back together before I do anything else. Now I'm ready to do the face-up. I used some pan pastels to change the color of the head to better match with the Obitsu body I'm going to put it on. On skin changes with pastels, I tend to do those as I'm doing the first 3 layers that I normally start a face up with. There are some face-ups where I'll try to use my white pastels to start with a sclera. The white is the one I think gets used the least, so I wanted to see if I could do anything with it. I also found that I was getting more confident at using pastels to form the eyebrows. I also edited the mouth into an open smile because I thought it would suit the character better. I also added some freckles because I think freckles are cool and adorable. I add some Pearl X powder to the eyes, and I add some catch lights with acrylic paint and a dotting tool. I finish with some matte varnish onto the pupils. And I just put the head onto the Obitsu body. Tickled Pink is the only other character to have a more multicolored outfit, and it has a more pastel-y kind of color scheme compared to the other costumes in the series. To make the sleeve puffs, I attach the pieces together with a gather stitch to the sleeve dimensions and then a second time around to keep it sturdy. I also do a little bit of notching to help them curve. After that, I sew the pieces together. These suspender type things I sew the other way around and flip them over. On the shirt, there's some stripes on the collar area that I can't possibly sew together, so I have to use paint to get that look. The belt just takes some bias tape, craft foam, and paint. I use watercolor shoe tutorials as the guide to make the boots. For the paper mache cast, I use Mod Podge and an old receipt torn into little bits. After I remove the cast, I use polymer clay to shape it a bit. I sew a cover with the same fabric as the dress and glue it onto the cast. I finish with snaps on the back of the boots to keep it removable. It's not the cleanest looking, but I don't normally show the dolls from the back anyway, so it won't really show on camera at least. The only problem is that the boots came out too big for the Obitsu leg, so I had to do a second pair, but I followed the same steps I just listed. After that, I used polymer clay to make the soles. Then I finished the boots with some ribbon pieces. I also gave Tickled Pink some ribbons and star buttons for her hair. Now I can make her sprite Delight. While I've mostly been staying faithful to the original character designs, the female sprites are probably going to be the biggest departure. The female sprites have lipstick, which is something I find a little odd looking. I want the girls to look just as cute as the boys, so I tweaked the design a bit to find something that I liked better. Another trait the girl sprites have is that they have different colored parts from the boys, such as red stars and orange arms. When I get the fabric around the legs, I stuff them with some of the leftover fluff from the yarn wefts before I sew them together. Though with the arms, I stuff them a little bit first before I attach them to the wiring. After the limbs are attached, I can slip the partially sewn body around them and then sew some of the remaining bits together. I still leave a little bit of the back open so I can stuff the body. I use craft foam to make the belt and sew a little pocket to add onto it. I sew red stars to the antenna, add a ribbon onto the head, and that completes the custom. Or does it? Yes, I'll also be making a Sunriser custom. She's only really associated with Tickled Pink in the 2009 version, but I felt that since this is the Pink episode, I might as well do it now. I used a Spirit Riding Free Horse figure for this one, from the same series I made Starlight with. I tried to use a spray primer to give the horse a white base before I add the colors, but there's only so much I can do and my only ventilated area is a garage in wintertime, so I had to take it in early to try and salvage it with painting the body and mane by hand. After sealing the paint job with several MSC layers, I can give her a face-up. Due to the nature of a stiff figurine, it was a little more difficult to film this one. But anyway, now I can say that I'm done. Something about this project is making me feel very optimistic for my doll plans this year. I'm hoping that this will be the year that I can finish all the Rainbow Brite dolls I have planned. There are other 80s-based franchises I'd like to do customs for too, and I'm getting really excited just thinking about it. If you liked this video, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And also feel free to check out my Instagram account at pocketfulofposies6052. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!